Hello class, my name is Mustafa and I'm part of Team 4. Our topic today is startup financing, and our today's agenda includes different types of startup financing, different stages of startup financing. Then we're going to include some of the real world examples, startup impacts, and then we're going to conclude our presentation with exam questions and answers. So let's get started. Fledgling company, it literally means a young bird. So in the context of business setting, you can translate it as when a young bird or a young company is first taking its flight into the business world. So how does it get started financially? So there's 4 different ways they can go about starting financially. Is first of all, you can just use your own money, bank loans, investors, or grants. All 4 of them have some pros and cons. So using your money is always the most convenient. You have full control, and plus you get to keep the full equity. But on the flip side, you're also risking losing your all of the money. And plus the speed is really slow, is because it takes a lot of time to be able to come up with or accumulate the kind of cash to be able to put it towards the business. Then bank loans don't allow you to risk your own money because you're just borrowing money from the bank, but then you're creating debt in your balance sheets. They're also a little bit harder to get, and plus you're also paying the interest. And then the third option is that you can pursue the investors. With that, you have like unlimited money and you get all of the money in lump sum, but you're also giving away the equity, and they're actually extremely hard to get. And then the fourth option is that you can pursue the grants, which is free money, but they're the hardest to get because you earn them in a way of like winning from a competition. And then they're only granted towards a specific purpose. So with that, it comes with a lot of the government restrictions. The next part is the bootstrapping. So bootstrapping, the definition says that a bootstrap is a situation in which an entrepreneur starts a company with little capital. An individual is said to be bootstrapping when he or she attempts to found or build a company from personal finances or from operating revenues of the new company. So in other words, you can say that it's a self-made. So when you start a company from scratch and then you're paying for all your expenses yourself, and you're actually successful in doing so. So that's called bootstrapping. And with that, there's also some pros and cons associated. The pros include that you're your own boss. You only answer to yourself. With other investors, for their biased reasons, they kind of get to push around your focus. But if it's your own money tied up in the business, then you actually get to stay focused on your actual agenda. And a lot of the bootstrapping companies tend to be the most innovative ones, and you also tend to be more responsible because it's your own money on the line. But on the flip side, you're limited to generating revenues. That's the only way you can survive, is because there is no money coming from the outside world, which also leads to very limited development of the components in your business. And then sometimes it's not about what you know, it's more about who you know. So not having any investor, you're kind of missing out on the connections and the networking part of it. And also with the bootstrapping companies are kind of considered more like new kids on the block with no credibility. So I'm gonna pass it on to great Natalie to talk about crowdfunding, which is the next step after the bootstrapping. Thank you.